Hey, Chris here, welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be me showing you exactly what to do when you're looking at how to work out the implied odds for an extra places horse race. We'll get on the laptop in a second and I'll show you exactly how the formula can help you make profit from extra places over the long term of doing them. But before we do, I'll just quickly mention the Profit Boss Match Betting Facebook group, which I'll leave the link to that down in the description below. But having said that and jumping on the laptop as promised, here we're on Oddsmonkey's main dashboard, and I wanted to show you this because to get to the extra place matcher here, we're going to go to Tools, Matches, and then down to Extra Place Matcher there. It's the very bottom one. I do prefer to use the old layout of Oddsmonkey. Some of you may have noticed this is the older version. They have a newer version here to try out for members, but yeah, as I say, much prefer this older layout. But on the extra place matcher, when you drop down this little event tab bar here, you can see which races are an extra place race. And for this example, we're going to click on the Windsor 7:15 race. Now, I don't advise people do extra places during the week. You can make money with them, but as usual, I always just advise to be doing extra places on a Saturday only or at the bigger festivals that are during the week there, such as like Cheltenham Festival, Royal Ascot. But the way this Windsor 7:15 race is laid out here, it's going to show you the horse to bet on, the each way stake that you'll be putting on that horse, which bookmaker it's at. This race is just Sky Bet here, and I've already removed Betfair and Matchbook as the exchanges. We've just got Smarkets as the exchange. But we're going to see the back odds for the horse, the term place odds there. So this will be 1/5 odds for the place and then the odds of that place. Then we have the win lay at Smarkets, the odds, the stake you'll need, the liability money it'll take, and then the same again for the place lay. After that, we have the rating percentage, which is the percentage match that the bet is. So if that's 100% as a rating percentage, then the back odds would be, say, 10.0, and the lay odds on the win lay would be 10.0. It would be 100% match. So the higher that percentage is, the closer it gets to 100, the better, of course. You have to be careful on those. If it goes over 100%, then it's an ARB if it's on the win part, and then you're going to get your account banned if you start getting on those. But what you then see after that, what this video is all about, is the implied odds column. So this imp odds here, it says. And yeah, it just literally says these are the implied odds for the selection finishing in the extra place. Now, for beginners, it is a common question. How do you work out the implied odds for a certain extra place race? Like, what do you need to do? So we'll look at the formula that you actually need to do so you can quickly check to see if an extra place bet is good value. You can see that this race actually has 3 horses here that are showing us implied odds of 6.41, 5.40 and 4.23. Now, if we jump over to Sky Bet, and this is the 7:15 Windsor race, I do like using Sky Bet's site actually to see how many runners are there. It's just my preferred method to see how long the race is, what kind of race it is it a hurdle, is it a flat or a chase, and how many runners. So we can see 9 runners, and we do just have 1 extra place being paid, so just the 4th place there. Usually Sky Bet on higher runner race will pay like 4th and 5th, which is very nice. But for this one, it's just 4th. So to work this out, what we need to do is take the amount of runners, and I'll put this up now on the screen so you can pause the video if you like to take a screenshot of it or write it down. But you would take the number of runners and then divide that number by the amount of places being paid. So in this example, we'll just divide it by 1, meaning that it will just still be 9. But if there was 4th and 5th being paid, you would divide it by 2. If there was 4th, 5th, and 6th, obviously divided by 3, and so on. But for this example, we're just having 1 place being paid. So we would take that 9 runners and divide it by the 1, so we've got 9 runners still. And then you're going to times that by 1.5. So half of 9 is, of course, 4.5, and then you just add that onto the 9, giving us 13.5, plus 1, and that would give us 14.5. So in a 9-horse race with 1 place being paid, it would be anything of implied odds of at least 14.5, which would be a good value bet for extra places. Now, to show you this on the 6:15 Windsor race, so an hour earlier, that has 11 runners. So again, you would just take the 11 runners, there's one place being paid, times it by 1.5, so that would be the half of 11, 5.5 plus 11, so 16.5 plus 1, 17.5. To run through an example of if there was multiple places being offered, so fourth and fifth, if there was, say, 20 runners, so you would expect more runners for a double extra place to be paid. Let's take 20 runners divided by the 2 is 10, times that 10 by 1.5, so you have 5 plus the 10, 15, plus 1 being 16. You should now be confident with how to work out these implied odds, but of course, if you can't even be bothered to work out implied odds for each extra place race, don't be shy to join me on a Saturday afternoon when I do live streams for VIP Ko-fi members, and I share my screen and actually stream exactly which bets to get on for extra places. If you've had any value from this video, please do take the time to press the like button. I do massively appreciate it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.